Welcome, everyone. The wait is almost over, and we're excited to get started with Celebration 2024 in just a few minutes. Please go ahead and find a seat and make sure your cell phones are silenced. Live from Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gresham Smith Celebration. Featuring the Core Purpose Award, Awards of Excellence, the Community Impact Award, Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight, a Sustainability and Resiliency discussion, the Class of 2023. Gresham Smith Trivia, hosted by William Childress. The Inclusion and Belonging in Action Award. New Associates, Senior Associates, and Owners. And the Corporate Services Star Award. It's Gresham Smith Celebration. Here to get things started is our Chief Executive Officer, Rodney Chester.
Welcome to Celebration 2024. I've said it before and I'll continue to say it. Celebration is my favorite day of the year. So I'm excited that it's finally arrived, and I hope you have too. I also hope you enjoyed zipping around the studio with us in that opening segment so you can see where we're broadcasting from. We're in a new space this year that we're still getting the hang of, so bear with us if I or maybe another member of the management team happens to walk off in the wrong direction, Dwayne West. Celebration is such a great opportunity to come together, reconnect with coworkers we might not see every day, hear about all the great work that we do, celebrate our people and their achievements, and simply have some fun. We're here together watching the same show from our own corners of the country, and that in itself is worth celebrating. As I mentioned in my email at the beginning of the week, I love to hear from new employees once they've attended their first celebration. They often comment on what a special event it is, and that they've never experienced anything quite like it. And I know that many employees who've been with Gresham Smith for a long time look forward to this day every year just as we do. I've always felt that celebration really sets our firm apart. So it's time to settle in and get ready for a great show. We've got a lot on the way, 4 feature awards, including 3 brand new ones. The reveal of our inaugural Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight projects, a sustainability and resiliency discussion, awards of excellence, class of 2023, and as always, our new associates, senior associates, and honors. And this year, our live trivia prizes are better than ever. Believe me, I had to approve the cost for these, so I definitely know. But first, I thought it would be nice to maybe kick things off by revisiting a few quick 2023 highlights we've been celebrating. You might remember a few of these from our January town hall. Last year, we worked on nearly 3,000 projects across the country in over 600 cities. We celebrated 1,100 new project wins. We were recognized with a total of 29 industry awards from agencies such as ACEC, AIA, and ASLA. That's quite the accomplishment if you think about it. And very important to me, we received Best Places to Work recognitions in 10 of our offices. Clearly, we're making a big impact as a firm, and this year we're off to another great start. Here's what we've already been celebrating in 2024. 4 of our offices have been recognized as the best place to work so far, and hopefully many more are on the way. The reason these recognitions are important is that they really provide external validation of how we're building a great culture at Gresham Smith. My goal is for all of our offices to have a best places to work culture. Just last month, we moved into our permanent Denver office, which is part of our firm's geographical growth strategy. Our people continue to provide thought leadership at industry conferences, and we're being sought out and quoted in industry publications. We're also gearing up to release our 2024 firm profile focused on people and culture. And we have some really exciting news to share. We're about to launch our new external website, GreshamSmith.com, in the next couple of weeks. I really think you'll enjoy what you see. Earlier this month, we announced that Corey Baker is our new Market Vice President for Healthcare. Chris Hull was named the Market Design Leader for Healthcare. And Adam Nicholson now serves as our Market Design Leader for Life and Workplaces. Eric Huber was named Director of Risk Management, and Director of Innovation Mike Sewell joined our Board of Directors. These promotions and others are a testament to the quality of the people who've chosen to make a career here at Gresham Smith. You've heard me talk about the importance of culture at Gresham Smith and how it's one of the lenses through which I really measure our success as a firm. The other lens is how we're living up to our core purpose, which is to plan, design, and consult to create healthy and thriving communities. Along with culture, our core purpose really defines us. To me, genuine ingenuity is our how, and core purpose is our why. We have an incredible opportunity as well as a responsibility to contribute to healthy and thriving communities. When we plan and design, we consider the people who will be using the spaces and places we create. In many ways, these users, they are our ultimate customers. When we consult, we look at the big picture, kind of the sum of the parts and not just the pieces that are in front of us. I would encourage you to think about how the projects that you're supporting will ultimately benefit the community, and then let that passion drive your actions and your performance. This year, by the way, we've added a core purpose award to celebration. I think you'll be inspired by the project team that we'll highlight that illustrates a great example of how we are helping to create healthy and thriving communities. Delivering on our core purpose is directly connected to culture. Not only is our core purpose reflected in the work that we do, but it also informs how we engage with the communities. We see it in the volunteer work we do, the boards we sit on, financial contributions we make, and the organizations we support, such as United Way, Habitat for Humanity, the American Heart Association, ACE Mentorships, food banks, and the list really goes on and on. Each one of us plays a critical role in delivering on our core purpose. And I think it's important to note that regardless of whether your name or photo appears on the screen during today's show, we're here to celebrate each and every one of you. While the people we feature in the program have achieved outstanding things, I know that all of our employees are working extremely hard, celebrating your own achievements, and often making sacrifices that sometimes only you may know about. Our firm is made up of more than 1,150 people, and it's your passion and your talent and your dedication that make us who we are. So I hope that you feel celebrated today and all year long. Hopefully you've got popcorn in hand. Maybe you and your coworkers have already taken some great pictures with those jumbo celebration photo frames in your office. We want to see how you're celebrating, so please email your watch photos to celebration@greshamsmith.com, and we'll share some of them at the end of the show. All right, let's get this show going. It's time to celebrate.
3, 2, 1.
Back by popular demand, it's Gresham Smith Trivia. Now let's welcome this year's trivia host, William Childress.
I'm William Childress, an architect with life and workplaces in our Midtown Atlanta office, and I'll be hosting trivia this year. You may be wondering what happened to Chris. Well, unfortunately, he's no longer with us. And by that, I mean he's out of town. He is very much alive, probably. I do stand-up comedy on the side and was asked to do this because of that experience. I thought, great, corporate gigs are usually tough crowds, but they pay well. So who's got my check, huh? Dwayne, you got it? Look, I'm taking these prizes home. I'm gonna file them on Vantage Point later, but what about that opening? It's a great job by the whole team. I will say that everyone had carefully scripted movements but me. For me, they just said, hey, dance down the hallway at the camera. Oh, just improv a dance to do in front of everyone at my workplace? Look, I'm not James Corden. I don't have music in my heart, I have anxiety. Anyway, let's get trivia started. We'll have 4 trivia questions during today's show. Yep. That means you'll get to see me 4 different times. After each question, we'll gather the names of all employees who answered correctly and randomly draw 3 winners. To play, first you need to scan this QR code, or you can type crowd.live/Gresham Smith into your phone's browser. Either way will get you to our live trivia page on CrowdPerk. If you were playing the gauge questions before the show started, or if you are playing the daily trivia on our employee portal this week, you may still already be logged in, but you'll need to scan this new QR code or go to crowd.live/Gresham Smith to play live trivia. You can click continue playing if you've already entered your first and last name on CrowdPerk. If you've not yet played on CrowdPerk, you'll need to enter your real first name and last name to get credit for your answer. If for some strange reason you were playing earlier with a fake name, now's the time to click create new player and start taking responsibility for your answers. It's okay to lock your phone in between questions, and we sure hope you will, because now's obviously not the best time for surfing the web, because trivia should pop right back up when you unlock. Once you successfully submit an answer, you should see a received message and all answers should become grayed out. Okay, now that's all sorted out, do you want to know what we're playing for? Here's our prize for question number 1. A Roomba iRobot combo vacuum and mop. Yes, it gives you double the clean with one machine. Compatible with Alexa, Siri, or any Google Assistant-enabled devices, the Roomba iRobot learns your home and creates an imprint smart map so you can direct it to clean any room you want, anytime you want. From spilled crackers to everyday shoe prints, this robot can handle it all. I'm being told not to say the Roomba can also be made to jiggle your mouse to keep your team status from changing to away. Ready for your chance to win? Here's question number 1. Why is Celebration always held in April? Is it A, to take advantage of the spring climate in many Gresham Smith offices? B, to celebrate the anniversary of Gresham Smith's founding in April 1967? C, to align with the start of fiscal quarter 2, or D, to help alleviate stress during National Stress Awareness Month? All right, I hope you got the right answer. I'll be back a little later with the names of our first 3 winners.
It's time now for our inaugural Core Purpose Award. Presenting this year's winner are Chief Operating Officer Peter Oram and Chief Strategy Officer Randy Gibson.
As Rodney discussed in his opening comments, our employees deliver on Gresham Smith's core purpose to plan, design, and consult to create healthy and thriving communities in many different ways. On any given day, we serve hundreds of clients in hundreds of locations with countless project types, but our core purpose is the guiding light and a common thread through all that we do. That was the impetus for establishing our new Core Purpose Award, to reinforce that core purpose and help keep it top of mind for all of us as we move through our days. Peter?
Before naming the recipient, we want to make it clear that every project our employees work on helps Gresham Smith deliver on our core purpose. This award is meant to celebrate a project team whose core purpose story we feel is particularly inspirational and aspirational. With that being said, I'm really proud to announce that the winner of our inaugural Core Purpose Award is the Lovers Key State Park project team. Comprising employees from 5 Gresham Smith markets and numerous offices, the team collaborated in unexpected ways to help a community that was reeling from disaster to build back better than ever. Let's take a look.
Lovers Key State Park is a community gem. We're just under 1,600 acres. About 1,000 of that is land and the rest of it is water. We've got over 5 miles of kayaking trails, so people can come out here and kayak, paddleboard, canoe. When you're out there, you can see different manatees. We have lots of fishermen that come out along our canals and waterways and estuaries. And then we have over 2.5 miles of beachfront, which is beautiful, white, sandy, calm Gulf of Mexico beach. I would say that's what we're most known for, and what the majority of our visitors come out for is that beach experience. I've been through a lot of hurricanes, different categories, but Hurricane Ian probably hit the hardest. Seeing your whole community around you have such an impact. Every person I know was impacted by the storm in some way. After the storm passed, it looked like a completely different place. We had approximately 15 feet of storm surge on the beach, and the entire park was covered in at least 7 feet of storm surge, up to 10 feet in certain areas. Our community in the area, our team, and my family, everybody really came together. And then you started getting the support of Gresham Smith coming in and starting to talk about the recovery process.
We were not allowed on site for a couple months because there was so much debris and cleanup required. But when we did come down to do our field view, it was eye-opening to see the damage. We have done several projects for DEP prior, so we knew the process. We knew how to get things up and rolling right away, and they trusted us. The first thing we had to do was inspect those tram bridges so that they could reopen them back up. We did restrict the second tram bridge. The storm damaged so many areas. It damaged the roadway surface, it damaged utilities, buildings and structures and bridges. We have expertise in all of that, and we've been involved in all of that. We're designing a new bridge. We're designing repairs to the concrete bridge that was damaged for the tram. There's a lot of repairs that have already been done to the park. Like the concession stand was completely damaged. There's a trailer now on site for that with a temporary restroom. The ranger station, there's a modular structure spaced away far enough to build the ranger station now while still collecting fees and welcoming all their guests.
For the Lover's Key project, we had 4 buildings. We had a gazebo and tram station that were located on the beach. We had a ranger's residence. We had a gift shop as well as a ranger's station. And all of these were pre-existing. Our goal was to bring back these buildings so they could be used by the local community and state park visitors, but build them back better. These buildings are now going to be built approximately 18 inches above the floodplain. So that means our beefed up slab is going to be fully out of the potential floodwaters that could come. In order to comply with FEMA regulations, we had to elevate the ranger station above the floodplain, which means you're pulling up to a car and the floor is way up here. So that's something that we kind of had to sit down and work through. How is the ranger going to come down? How are cars going to interact?
So we came up with a design that provided that second floor office space and so forth for the rangers to use, but with a first floor access that's conditioned so they can be down there, air conditioning in the summer and so forth, and still have access to the people to greet them. They've done a fantastic job designing buildings that somehow they haven't built. They've never built a ranger station before. No one I know of has ever built an elevated ranger station with first floor facilities. This encompassed everything Gresham Smith does. They knew we had the bridge and roadway experience, so that staff has been involved from every transportation office in Florida. But we've also had a previous working relationship with land planning, so we brought them in.
The scope of work on this project was the renovation of existing boat ramp. It was the site development and sewer plans for the tram station, the residence, and the concession building. And then looking at the ranger station and how traffic flows into the ranger station and designing to a higher level to accommodate the large influx of pedestrians and vehicular traffic they have into the park to better suit the rangers and their working operations. This project is well suited for the land planning market because it touches on one of our core business models of projects with a lot of community involvement. And we really thrive on this type of project because it allows us to bring a high level of design to a very visible community space. And nothing is more visible than a state park on the coast of Florida. We were able to pull a lot of different markets and a lot of different technical expertise from different offices and try and identify really unique problems that we've had with a park washing away due to a big storm event, and then come up with creative solutions.
It was closed for 6 months, and now it's been slowly coming back to life, and we're assisting with that, and proud of that, and can't wait for everything to be constructed and fully reopened.
I was so used to seeing that gazebo pavilion roof profile. When I walked out to the beach right after the storm, that's what actually hit me the most, was it's gone. When you start at the bridge, you can kind of see the beach, but you hit the top center point of that bridge and it just hits you like you are at the beach. It's just every time I drive over that bridge, it's a total mentality change. So I can't wait for our visitors to experience that. People come specifically to experience Lover's Key State Park and its natural beauty. So as we keep recovering and providing more facilities and rebuilding, that brings a lot more visitors to the area because they're excited to come see the changes, see the improvements, and experience the park in a new way. Our economic impact to the local area is quite significant. We're a tourist destination. People come to Southwest Florida for nature. Most of our visitors are visitors to the area, not locals. Before Hurricane Ian, we would fluctuate between the second and third most visited state park in Florida. And I think we will get back to those numbers as we keep recovering.
Our overarching goal was to try and reconstruct Lover's Key State Park from the hurricane damage, but higher level of design that better suited FDEP from a maintenance and a operations standpoint.
This project is a testament to everything that Gresham Smith stands for. It's a community facility. It's well respected, and we're helping to restore that.
The project exemplifies Gresham Smith's core purpose by utilizing our experience, the different offices, commitment to delivering something that the client's going to be proud of, that we're going to be proud of. This project has been a pleasure to work with because it is such an integral part of that community down there. And the fact that they're going to have a place to go. They're not going to have to worry the next time a storm comes through that everything's going to be taken away from them again.
It's time now for our Awards of Excellence program. Here to present this year's honorees are Morgan Dene and Lakeisha Stanley. Morgan is an urban planner for the land planning market in our Louisville office, who received a Distinguished Award of Excellence at last year's celebration. Lakeisha is an interior designer for the healthcare market in our Charlotte office, who received an Award of Excellence at last year's celebration.
Awards of Excellence programs gives employees an opportunity to nominate their peers for firm-wide recognition, living out Gresham Smith's core values of commitment, integrity, respect, and teamwork. Award of Excellence recipients go beyond their daily duties, setting an example for others and inspiring excellence in those around them.
Excellence, in their case, can look a number of different ways, whether it's helping with a crucial project win, tackling an internal initiative, or organizing office activities. These employees, in their own special ways, are raising the bar on the work we do and shaping our culture.
All nominations are reviewed by our Awards Excellence Committee, and selections are based on those nominations along with an endorsement by the nominee's MVP or director. There are 2 awards levels, Awards of Excellence and Distinguished Awards of Excellence. This year's Awards of Excellence recipients are Ashley Allen,
Liz Amaral,
Crystal Anderson,
Camila Bejarano,
Andrew Bryant,
Derek Bryant,
Santina Busalaki,
Zephyrin Collinson,
Mackenzie Davis,
Mo Dini,
Mark Fenty,
Philip Galbraith,
Princess Gates,
Becky Graham,
Paul Green,
Bubba Greer,
Aaron Griffo,
James Haber,
Emily Hackney,
Alex Haley,
Michael Hall,
Sarah Haynes,
Madison Heisey,
Amber Henson,
Eric Hernandez,
Alex Hicksonball,
Ryan Horn,
Jesse Johns,
John Cansfield,
Yun Lin,
Catherine Lohr,
Elizabeth Morrison,
Luke Nagy,
Katie Nallrath,
Betty Oropesa,
Andrea Otto,
Ryan Restieri,
Courtney Rome,
Trey Rudolph,
Bridget Shealy,
Bill Spalding,
Alex Stanley,
Avery Stokes.
Tyler Thayer.
Brian Torville.
Jack Turner.
Melinda Tyler.
Garrison Ushry.
Charlotte Weaver.
Will Womack.
Roya Zanjani. Congratulations to this year's award recipients.
Distinguished Awards of Excellence recipients, in addition to living Gresham Smith's core values, demonstrate an exemplary level of contribution to the success of a project, a team, a market, or the firm. Beyond bringing recognition at celebration, our Distinguished Award of Excellence recipients also received a $1,500 cash award for their efforts. This year, our Distinguished Award of Excellence recipients are Ellen Fusen and Alyssa Gilbert. Ellen is an architect for the healthcare market in our Nashville office. Her can-do attitude, collaborative design approach, and dedication to client outcomes has made her a standout member of her team. Not content with simply meeting project requirements, Ellen regularly goes beyond the responsibilities of her role, proactively seeking out design solutions that exceed client expectations. She pushes the boundaries of creativity and innovation in her work while also maintaining the highest level of quality in everything she does. Her commitment to excellence, along with her willingness to go the extra mile, sets her apart as a leader both within her team and among her clients.
Alyssa is a project manager assistant for the transportation market based in our Midtown Atlanta office, balancing roles for both Gresham Smith and GDOT's program management contract. Alyssa uses her extensive knowledge of the client to continually raise the standard of service for the program. She is considered a trusted resource by GDOT management and works closely with our project team to use what she learned to review submittals, streamline processes, and give lunch and learn presentations on client needs, and ultimately translating to better deliverables. Alyssa's teammates recognize her as an invaluable bridge between GDOT and Gresham Smith and attribute the program's success due in part to her commitment, self-sacrifice, and gift of building relationships.
Congratulations to Ellen, Alyssa, and all of this year's Awards of Excellence recipients.
Now joining us is Chief Development and Engagement Officer Kelly Hodges, along with CEO Rodney Chester, to announce this year's Community Impact Award winner.
One of my favorite things at Gresham Smith is hearing the stories of employees who are helping to create healthy and thriving communities in ways far beyond planning, designing, and consulting, and through efforts far beyond their workplace roles and responsibilities. We established our Community Impact Award years ago as a way to honor those individuals who are volunteering their time and energy to give back in meaningful, impactful ways.
When we called for nominations, we asked you to tell us about your coworkers who are really demonstrating initiative and self-motivation, leveraging their leadership, talents, and interests to improve the communities that we call home. It's always inspiring to read about the incredible ways our employees are making a difference, and this year was no different. So many of you are supporting organizations and initiatives that are near and dear to your heart, which makes the achievements of this year's award recipient even more impressive.
I'm proud to announce that our Community Impact Award winner is Monique Nichols-Moore, an aviation architect in our Charlotte office. Monique stood out for proactively seeking opportunities to serve her community by tapping into her passions and professional expertise. She's poured her heart into transforming the educational environment for some of Charlotte Mecklenburg's most overlooked and underfunded schools, providing care, resources, and an inspired space for learning.
Let's take a look at Monique's story and learn how her spirit of goodwill is changing young lives.
What's inspiring about Monique is that she has tackled a big issue in a very tangible way, and she's one individual that made a huge impact. And when I think of community engagement, sometimes it's overwhelming, and just seeing her living and breathing engagement is something that inspires me.
I really wanted to just help the teachers. They do such a good job trying to, teach and get the kids to follow directions and just to increase their space, have an area where what they want to do is able to be done in the space, makes it just a little bit easier for them. We had a previous administrative help at our office, and her husband, Rick Martin, actually was involved with CMF schools, and he was trying to get community partners.
One of the fields that we're trying to get more involvement in right now is the STEM field. So anytime there's an opportunity for me to engage with a community partner and get them engaged in our schools from a STEM perspective, I want to take advantage of that opportunity. Monique and her team there at Gresham was very eager and receptive to that idea. It was an easy match to come to James Martin.
James Martin Middle School is a Title I school in the Northeast Learning Community. We serve approximately 729 students. We want to make sure that we have the environment where kids want to come and want to learn. We want to make sure teachers have the resources that they need to be able to, come outside the classroom from time to time, to give kids the opportunity to have that flexibility and that freedom to move around and to learn and to collaborate.
We wanted to come into the school and get involved with the kids and start some STEM projects and talk to them, get them engaged in architecture and interior design. But once we got here, we saw that there were other needs in the school. A mass letter came out saying, there are some families that are homeless or, staying in hotels, and they weren't going to be able to provide Christmas presents for their kids, or, they weren't even able to provide certain necessities for their kids.
My wanting to nominate Monique is where she stands out and goes above and beyond, is because she became the catch-all for families that didn't have presents. And I remember talking to her and saying, she told me that she only had a week to find presents for her entire family, and I was getting overwhelmed and like, well, how are you gonna do this? Like, do you even know how old these kids are? And she just said, nope, I don't, but I'll figure it out. And I just remember thinking that was pretty inspirational, and there was a family that got to have Christmas presents because of Monique. The first event I did with Monique here was decluttering classrooms, and we spent an entire Saturday taking old supplies out of classrooms, throwing them away or putting them somewhere else, and also helping the teachers get ready and decorate their classrooms.
Our volunteers and our community partners are very important. It provides an opportunity for our students to see things outside the building. Funds are low, we can't always take field trips, so to be able to bring companies inside the building is so beneficial for our students. Monique and her team came in at the beginning of the year. We sat around and told them what our needs were. We walked around the building. They kind of saw the landscape of what we were dealing with and some of the challenges that we were facing, and they came in, rolled up their sleeves, and did what needed to be done.
Monique and I, after visiting and volunteering at the school, we realized there's no design here, so how can we teach them about it if they're not experiencing it? So we really wanted to partner and try to collaborate and bring some type of color and pattern and some uniqueness for the students to really be able to dream big and think creatively outside the box. Once Monique and I really thought about this grand idea, we realized how grand it was. And so we started with emails from our different industry connections and partners to see if there was anyone interested in donating to this Title I school. We finally found a community partner that was really interested in providing a unique opportunity for these students.
When we first came in here, there were like 4 chairs up against the window, and they said they wanted this space to be someplace that the teachers and the students could come in, or parents can come in and they can talk to the kids. But there was just nowhere to sit, to congregate, to do anything. So we wanted to bring in, some softer furniture, some things that they could move around, get some more group learning. These pieces kind of link together, they nest together, but they also can be pulled apart. So the seating is very easily moved. So we wanted to have some movable desks so that they can put laptops on them, and the teachers can come in and help the parents, maybe learn how to get their child signed up for something. So it was all about the different spaces so they can have whatever they needed whenever they needed.
It has put a positive spin on life here at James Martin. Just to be able to come into an environment that is refreshed and new and modern has really impacted our learning here. With the area that we have here, the area down in the media center, students are able to learn in small groups and pods. Teachers are able to give kids the opportunity to collaborate outside the classroom.
I've heard just indirect feedback that we never had this before. This is great, this is wonderful. And so when you hear statements like that are positive, that are uplifting, that's creating a culture change. It's not been just a one and done thing. They wanted to stay on board and to engage in not only this project here, which had substantial impact, but to engage in ongoing projects in the remainder of the school year and upcoming projects in the future.
Monique was a great inspiration because she really started the connections, and even just having the opportunity for that big idea to even manifest itself. I can't thank Monique enough for even just allowing us to be able to come in and provide this furniture, and then hopefully career opportunities for the students now that they can see what it feels like to be in a designed space.
I nominated Monique for this award because I think she is a great representation of what Gresham Smith strives for when they talk about community engagement and community impact. As an individual, I think, oh, there's nothing I can do, I want to give up. But Monique is a really good representation of just taking one step at a time and making a difference and seeing this huge impact when she was just consistent and just said yes and followed through. I hope others are inspired to start with the small steps and not get overwhelmed with the big picture things and just say yes and kind of take it from there.
When I was younger, I always said that I wanted to be a maker. I had no idea what that would turn into or what I could be, but when I got into high school, I got an internship at an architectural firm, and I felt that the two worlds kind of came together. So I think if you learn or teach the kids at an earlier age, then they have that ability to see what they could be.
Are you ready for Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight? Here to unveil the first collection of projects are Chief Strategy Officer Randy Gibson and Chief Financial Officer Dwayne West.
We're excited today for the chance to unveil Gresham Smith's very first collection of Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight projects and programs. Genuine Ingenuity is Gresham Smith's brand promise and tagline. It means that our clients, employees, partners, and community organizations can always expect authentic, personable people who produce highly functional and highly creative solutions. The new Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight Recognition Initiative was established to celebrate the incredible work you're doing to deliver on that brand promise and to spread the word across the markets, disciplines, and offices about our projects and programs with the most compelling genuine ingenuity stories.
At the beginning of February, we issued a firm-wide call for nominations of what you, our employees, believe to be the most outstanding projects and programs that you've been working on. These projects did not need to be completed. Those in design or construction, as well as ongoing programs, were also welcome. For each nomination, we ask that you tell us about the genuine aspects of your project or program, things like teamwork, collaboration, client relations, community engagement, and impact on users' well-being. For the ingenuity elements, we asked you to tell us about the project or program and how it's set apart from others by the team's technical knowledge, expertise, creativity, and innovation. Nominations were then evaluated by a core group of leaders from each market, and that group ultimately chose one project or program to represent their market in the Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight Collection. We appreciate each of you who took the time to put together a nomination. Dwayne?
We also have projects representing each of our 3 pillars that we'll reveal later in the show. And we'll continue to celebrate the entire Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight Collection even after today, with blog posts and portal pages. Those will be rolled out for the rest of the year. But right now, let's take a look at the stories of our Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight market projects and let them inspire us to raise the bar on the work that we're delivering every day.
Asheville Regional Airport Terminal Modernization and Expansion, Asheville, North Carolina. Experiencing remarkable growth, Asheville Regional Airport sought to spread its wings with a larger, more efficient terminal building. To meet this challenge head-on, the Greater Asheville Regional Airport Authority enlisted Gresham Smith to design a new space to keep up with the rapid demand. The design transforms the original 135,000 square foot single-level terminal with 7 gates into a spacious 2-story facility with 12 gates, spanning over 325,000 square feet. Upon completion, the new terminal will exceed the size of the previous building by 150%. This modernization not only promotes efficient passenger flow, but also accommodates a variety of aircraft parking requirements to meet the evolving demand. The success of this transformative project not only lies in the team's unwavering commitment to key schedules and milestones, but also to the power of teamwork. Through meticulous planning, detailed phasing to maintain all of the existing airport operations, and close collaboration among the market's architecture, interior design, structural engineering, land planning, and experiential design and wayfinding teams, this collaborative effort not only fostered open communication, but also facilitated the necessary synergy to navigate project challenges successfully, delivering outcomes that surpassed client expectations. Representing a major reimagining of the entire passenger experience at AVL, the design solution had to embody the airport's region and future vision while capturing the essence of Western North Carolina. To achieve this, the team conducted visioning workshops involving diverse stakeholders, including the client, community leaders, airlines, and the traveling public. Insights gathered from these sessions, together with feedback from an online passenger survey, helped the team arrive at a unifying design principle: a modern gateway humbly rooted in timeless beauty. This principle guided the terminal's modernization and remained a compass throughout the entire design process. The end result is a creative terminal design inspired by the majestic Western North Carolina mountains. Ultium 3, Lansing, Michigan. As Gresham Smith seeks to elevate commissioning within our building engineering services, the market's commissioning team is continuing the firm's relationship with Ultium Cells at its new electric vehicle battery manufacturing facility in Lansing, Michigan, extending a pivotal connection initially established by Gresham Smith's industrial market. Informed by lessons learned at Ultium Cells' EV battery manufacturing plants in Lordstown, Ohio, and Spring Hill, Tennessee, Gresham Smith's team of commissioning specialists approached Ultium Cells' new 2.8 million square foot Lansing facility with a focus on addressing previous issues experienced in the Lordstown and Spring Hill plants. Leveraging these vital insights, the team has improved processes to ensure there will be optimal performance across the state-of-the-art facility. Slated to begin production in early 2025, the plant will produce high-capacity lithium-ion battery cells for General Motors' extensive electric vehicle lineup. In an industry where speed to market is critical, yet may compromise both quality and safety, the team's proactive mindset to providing commissioning as an ongoing operations and maintenance service will allow the client to continuously monitor and optimize performance. Gresham Smith's commissioning approach has been streamlined by the team to help the client identify potential issues before they escalate into costly problems, promoting production continuity, extending the lifespan of critical assets, and reducing repair and replacement costs in the long run. Central to the team's success is the early adoption of a comprehensive commissioning plan. Issued at the project's outset, the plan serves as a pivotal roadmap for effectively managing the project, ensuring quality and consistency by introducing standardized processes for all stakeholders to follow. Given the immense scale and complexity of the facility, weekly meetings among Gresham Smith's internal commissioning team, the client, the general contractor, and trade subcontractors have emerged as a vital nexus point where key issues are identified and resolved collaboratively, fostering open communication between all parties. Further promoting transparency, the team has embraced an innovative approach to utilizing commissioning software, harnessing its capabilities beyond its intended scope to streamline processes and enhance accountability. By meticulously documenting checklists and procedural steps, the customized software serves as a central hub accessible to all stakeholders, providing valuable insights to contractors and the client alike. Gresham Smith's success story with Ultium Cells underscores the value of the firm's ongoing commissioning services, offering our clients a valuable long-term strategy and direction that not only aids them in achieving their enduring goals, but also embodies the firm's commitment to fostering sustainability, innovation, and a spirit of genuine ingenuity. Healthcare Design Breaking Through Conceptual Design Competition. As part of its non-traditional alternate site of care growth initiative, Gresham Smith's healthcare market kicked off 2024 with a focus on getting one step closer to understanding what the hospital of the future will look and feel like, particularly in light of the increasing role of AI in healthcare. Under the market's leadership and in collaboration with leaders across the firm's healthcare studios, the team united around the goal of generating excitement and interest in the potential hospital of the future, aiming to engage all of Gresham Smith's markets through a design charrette. Participating in Healthcare Design Magazine's annual Breaking Through Conceptual Design competition proved the ideal platform to launch this aspirational exercise. The competition encouraged healthcare designers to envision the future society they're designing for, identifying the challenges to overcome, and inviting them to break free from the current constraints of regulations, deadlines, codes, and budgets to reimagine the future of healthcare delivery without present limitations. Starting with a call for interest, the exercise brought together motivated and creative professionals across Gresham Smith's healthcare offices, fostering collaboration to tackle abstract, complex, and open-ended challenges. Partnering with Dr. Radhika Dirks, a renowned global AI advisor and CEO of X Labs AI, the overarching objective was to enhance the market's competitive position by further developing the project through collaboration with other markets, producing an innovative deliverable to showcase both existing and prospective clients. Out of this collaboration emerged two imaginative concepts: Invisible and Plot. These forward-thinking solutions directly address the competition's prompt to illustrate how architectural innovation can meet the anticipated challenges in future healthcare delivery. Invisible imagines a future devoid of traditional hospitals. The concept seamlessly integrates healthcare delivery into our daily experiences, so it's no longer isolating, sterile, and stressful, leveraging AI and the power of edge computing to transform the healthcare landscape. Plot, short for Patient Life Observational Treatment, digitally tracks individuals from birth, utilizing genetic information for personalized well-being guidance. Linked uniquely to each individual throughout their lifespan, Plot blends nature's healing properties with advanced automation, offering precise preventive care and reducing the need for emergent or acute medical attention. By bringing together the passion and imagination of our healthcare designers, both concepts not only push the boundaries of innovation, but also expand the firm's design thinking as it progresses toward designing non-traditional sites of care with a steadfast focus on the future. Dominion Energy, Technical Laboratory Support Building and High Voltage Lab, Petersburg, Virginia. The introduction of a new Technical Laboratory Support Building and High Voltage Lab at Dominion Energy's Locks campus in Petersburg, Virginia, marks a unique integration of a 4-story support building with a one-of-a-kind high-voltage testing laboratory. Gresham Smith provided comprehensive architecture, engineering, and design services for the project, which is slated for completion this summer. The 82,000 square foot Technical Laboratory Support Building not only serves as a traditional office space, but also hosts training facilities and forensic areas, as well as replacement labs. Unique in both its design and function, the 19,000 square foot high voltage lab, one of the largest in the world, is a 140 foot cube Faraday cage, facilitating the safe testing and development of new equipment in an energized environment. Throughout the project's lifecycle, the multi-market, multi-location team demonstrated an innate chemistry, fostering a culture of collaboration and mutual support, and showcasing a distinctive synergy that enabled them to meet consecutive deadlines with success. To garner a thorough understanding of the client's needs, the team utilized a stage gate approach to programming both buildings. At its core, the project represents Dominion Energy's commitment to improve its assets in order to secure a resilient public electrical grid. This is evidenced by the lab's advanced capabilities for equipment testing, electronics diagnosis, and equipment failure analysis. From day one, the project team aimed to design a LEED Silver building that aligned closely with Dominion Energy's sustainability goals. Through meticulous coordination with the client, the team successfully met these requirements, delivering a technical laboratory support building that not only serves as a showpiece, but also reflects Dominion Energy's dedication to environmental stewardship. Navigating the technical intricacies of the high-voltage lab demanded creative solutions, including a custom-built truss column frame capable of withstanding immense internal and external forces, and the introduction of comprehensive shielding to ensure testing accuracy. Together with the Technical Laboratory Support Building, the high-voltage lab stands as a testament to the multi-market team's ability to tackle highly complex challenges by combining expertise and out-of-the-box thinking with a collaborative spirit. Danville Main Street Streetscape, Danville, Kentucky. Proudly known as the City of First, Danville, Kentucky, like many small cities, experienced a gradual decline in vitality over time as growth and development shifted toward the metropolitan outskirts. Recognizing the need to reignite the town's unique vibrancy, the City of Danville embarked on a journey to rally the community around a shared vision for moving downtown forward. This vision came to fruition in the form of a comprehensive master plan aimed at breathing new life into the heart of downtown Danville. Central to this revitalization was the redevelopment of Main Street, a crucial early focus of the master plan. Tasked with leading this transformative effort, the Gresham Smith team established 3 key guiding principles: connecting people, places, and culture, making streets for people, and infilling blocks, lots, and buildings. Given Danville's higher-than-average roadway safety challenges, particularly involving pedestrians, the team focused on redesigning Main Street to prioritize pedestrian safety and slow down traffic, while cultivating a lively and inviting atmosphere. Critical to the project's success was the collaboration between Gresham Smith's land planning and transportation markets, ensuring that the project was safety-focused, while also improving the public realm through landscape and public space enhancements. This alliance was especially crucial since the project corridor falls under the jurisdiction of the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, and the design offered a fresh take on Danville's downtown core, challenging historically traditional roadway design protocols. Collaborating with KYTC, the team ultimately reached a design solution that satisfied all stakeholders by leveraging their respective expertise in landscape architecture, roadway design, and urban design. Each market contributed to reshaping conventional design solutions for roadway corridors to prioritize pedestrians, cyclists, local businesses, and community safety. Promoting community well-being, the redesigned Main Street also encourages an active lifestyle with its widened sidewalks, reduced crosswalk distances, and lush greenery, transforming the area into an inviting and healthy space for residents and visitors alike. By creating a safer, more vibrant downtown, the final design ensures inclusivity, benefits all users, and thoughtfully addresses the needs of pedestrians and small businesses. The Moore Building, Nashville, Tennessee. After Creed Investment Company acquired the site of a once famous recording studio and partnered with Portman Holdings for its redevelopment, Gresham Smith set about designing the Moore Building, an amenity-rich, multi-use office tower that pays homage to the site's musical heritage. Named after Scotty Moore, Elvis Presley's former guitarist, the Moore Building resides in Nashville's vibrant Midtown district on the historic site of Moore's studio. This location offered the perfect canvas for storytelling throughout the design. With a footprint of 226,000 square feet across 17 stories, the overarching goal was to embrace the past while looking to the future, prioritizing the user experience. The project symbolizes a journey of determination and perseverance on behalf of the design team. Despite facing an unexpected delay just a day before groundbreaking, the multi-market effort across multiple Gresham Smith offices resumed seamlessly once the project could proceed, ensuring its successful completion. Distinguishing itself in the Nashville market, the Moore building boasts unique design features. The ground floor, activated by 8,500 square feet of retail, features an extended lobby with one of the city's first porte-cochere environments. Ascending to the 8th floor reveals a striking sky lobby that extends into a common area. Taking cues from the 1970s and the historic studio, the interiors incorporate subtle musical references and wood accents in a modern yet refined workplace setting. The Class A office tower also comprises uninterrupted office floors that allow for an open, energetic work environment. A highlight of the building is its 11,000 square foot amenity deck, accessible from the sky lobby, offering panoramic views of Midtown and the Vanderbilt University campus. The design team meticulously selected materials that harmonize with the site's context and aesthetic, while meeting the demand for a glass exterior sought by office tenants. The building incorporates unexpected elements, such as a luxury motor court, an offset core for layout flexibility, and interoperable glass doors on each floor connecting indoor and outdoor spaces, transformed from a place to play notes to a place to take notes. The LEED certified Moore building is primed to become another Music City icon, with its historically respectful design and modern twists. Broadway Viaduct Bridge Replacement, Nashville, Tennessee. Downtown Nashville's Broadway Viaduct Bridge serves as a crucial artery for the city, traversing 5 active CSX railroad lines, 11th Avenue South, and the Gulch Greenway, handling approximately 26,000 vehicles each day and supporting vital telecommunications infrastructure. The task of replacing this heavily utilized bridge posed a formidable challenge for the team. Adding to the project's complexity was the bridge's close proximity to existing or future buildings on all sides, necessitating the seamless integration with the surrounding structures, including the historic Union Station Hotel, while maintaining consistent elevation levels. Close collaboration with key stakeholders, including the client, Tennessee Department of Transportation, along with the Nashville Department of Transportation, property owners, developers, and CSX, was pivotal to the success of this fast-paced project. To meet the designated 8-week maximum full closure for bridge demolition and replacement, the project team leveraged their extensive experience in accelerated bridge construction techniques. These efforts allowed for fast-track demolition and construction, a remarkable feat achieved within the aggressive 8-week closure period. Extensive planning and coordination with public and private utilities ensured smooth utility replacement, while close collaboration with TDOT and NDOT focused on maintaining traffic flow and pedestrian access during construction. The adoption of the construction manager general contractor delivery method cultivated a genuine partnership among TDOT, Gresham Smith, and general contractor Kiewit, aimed at mitigating risk, adhering to the accelerated project schedule, and improving constructability. A testament to the project team's meticulous planning, coordination, and execution, the construction was completed within budget and 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Additionally, the team's preparation of renderings during the design phase proved invaluable for engaging with the public and stakeholders, generating significant interest and support for the proposed aesthetics of the new bridge. Fueled by the bridge renderings, local news outlets extensively covered the project, sparking tremendous public interest in both the design and the closure's impact. Maintaining full transparency was a priority for the team, with regular updates shared through news media and social channels. Completed within the 8-week full closure period, instead of the 30-month timeframe expected of a more traditional bridge construction project, this remarkable $72 million endeavor not only highlights the effectiveness of ABC construction techniques, but also underscores the team's expertise and innovation. Amazon KCVG Air Cargo Hub, Erlanger, Kentucky. This ambitious project, Amazon's largest ever, began in 2018 with the goal of converting a rugged, undeveloped 700-acre site at CGV Airport's southern tip into a fully operational $1.5 billion 21-gate air cargo hub capable of handling 40 flights daily and sorting over 50,000 packages per hour, all within a 3-year timeframe. Gresham Smith provided a comprehensive range of services for the project's first phase, including concept development, environmental permitting, design, construction support, and commissioning for site-wide stormwater drainage, storage, controls, and treatment. Their scope encompassed designing over $200 million worth of infrastructure, including over 14 miles of stormwater conveyance pipelines, 10 pump stations, 2 10-million-gallon storage tanks, a 56-million-gallon detention basin, and a 10,000-pound-per-day biological stormwater de-icer management system. Following the successful completion of Phase 1, Gresham Smith was selected as program manager and lead architect and engineer for further expansions for both the KCVG facility and the entire Amazon network. This required a large and diverse team, including stakeholders from over 20 Amazon departments, a consultant team with 4 major sub-consultants, Gresham Smith's in-house team of over 100 staff covering all firm markets, a construction manager, and involvement from numerous local, state, and federal agencies, as well as utilities and community stakeholders. Gresham Smith and Amazon worked together to establish 2 guiding principles: prioritizing the schedule to meet Amazon's delivery commitments and embracing adaptability to accommodate frequent changes driven by the evolving nature of Amazon's business needs. Despite the challenges, Gresham Smith's team fostered transparent communication and proactive problem solving, building trust with the client and ensuring the project stayed on track. The team also established standard procedures for operations, maintenance, and data management. Their innovative approaches included operationally isolating the de-icing system from core facility operations to prevent severe weather business impacts, implementing an aerated gravel bed treatment system inspired by wetland treatment systems for de-icer breakdown and self-digestion of biological solids, and developing a web-based operations and maintenance manual to provide staff with easy access to crucial information for effective facility management. The team's innovative and collaborative approach ensured the project's successful completion, elevating Amazon's KCVG air cargo hub to a 34-aircraft gate facility, capable of sorting over 100,000 packages per hour and accommodating over 60 flights daily in 2023. Next up, our CEO rejoins us to kick off a special sustainability and resiliency discussion.
Before we dive into that sustainability and resiliency segment, I do want to share a little breaking news about one of those Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight projects. We learned a few days ago, after the video you just saw had already been finished up, that the team that dreamed up Gresham Smith's plot entry into the healthcare design competition received some great news. They've been named a semifinalist and are advancing to the next round of the competition. So we definitely wish them good luck as they move forward, and wow, what an amazing project. I also want to congratulate all of the teams responsible for such an impressive collection of projects featured in our Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight. Now, as part of our sustainability and resiliency discussion, I'd like to take a moment to revisit our core purpose, which, as we've stated, is to plan, design, and consult to create healthy and thriving communities. And the key part I want to highlight for this is creating healthy and thriving communities. An integral part of our ESG commitment is to understand the negative environmental impacts that result from our business operations and identifying ways to reduce our carbon footprint as we strive for a healthier, more sustainable, and resilient future. This commitment is something that we all take very seriously. I'm very excited to announce today that Gresham Smith has taken a combination of actions that have led to our achieving carbon neutrality. This is a significant achievement and a direct result of the actions that we've taken to measure and quantify our carbon footprint and then make changes to reduce and offset that footprint. And it's something that we were able to achieve earlier than we originally had planned. Of course, we all know that we're still emitting some carbon, so this panel discussion will help explain how have we achieved carbon neutrality. So joining me today is Lauren Seidowitz. She leads our Sustainability and Resiliency Center. Lauren, great to be here, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, it's my pleasure.
Absolutely. And also joining us is Christy Gamble. She's with Cloverly, which is the organization that we partnered with as we work to achieve that carbon neutrality. So Christy, thank you for being here as well.
Well, thank you for inviting me to join your celebration.
Absolutely. So let's get started. Lauren, maybe we start with a definition of terms. What do we mean when we say carbon neutrality?
Yes, of course. So achieving carbon neutrality in our business operations refers to reducing our emissions as much as we possibly can from those business operations, and then compensating with them any extra emissions with carbon credits.
Okay, so carbon credits, we'll get into that discussion in a moment, but first, maybe walk us through the steps we had to take to kind of get this going.
Yeah, so similar to what we do for our clients, we measured Gresham Smith's carbon footprint, and we did this to better understand what our emission sources are. So primarily for Gresham Smith, fossil fuel combustion sources are our primary sources of emissions. This takes the form of, from our, in our buildings, in order to heat them, natural gas. In our vehicles, gasoline and diesel that we use that we own and operate for those vehicles. In addition to that, then we have the generation of electricity that we purchase for each of our offices. And then lastly, we also included in this emission inventory employee commute and employee business travel. So in total, our emissions for this first inventory for us is 5,590 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent emissions. And based on our number of employees, that's 4.88 metric tons per employee, and that's comparable that we're seeing across other peer firms.
Okay, so I'm not smart enough to know for sure how much that is, but the fact that it's in line with our peer firms, I'm glad to hear that from that standpoint for sure. So I do understand that we're kind of focusing in 4 areas. One, avoiding many emissions as we can, reducing emissions, then substituting renewable electricity sources, and then finally compensating for the remaining emissions. Could you maybe walk through each of those for a moment?
Yeah, I like to think of this as a hierarchy. So this will guide us on where we can focus our efforts in order to reduce the emissions in the greatest way. So starting at the top is avoid and reduce. And so in particular, this refers to actions we're doing to avoid or reduce emissions from the start, such as using more energy efficient appliances and incorporating energy efficiency into our internal policies and procedures. We're prioritizing this as part of our Gresham Smith's lead office operations as an example. Lead certifications rather. The next tier focuses on substituting. And so none of our offices right now have on-site renewable energy, but we have taken a point to purchase renewable energy, an equivalent amount of renewable energy that we consume from the grid, such as wind and solar. And lastly, for our remaining emissions, we compensate. So we invest in those carbon credits to offset those emissions. And we enlisted the assistance of an external partner to help us with that.
Great. So speaking of carbon credits, Christy, thank you again for joining us. And could you maybe educate us on what carbon credits are?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Well, a carbon credit is equal to a metric ton of carbon dioxide that has been avoided or removed from the atmosphere. It's a tradable asset that organizations like Gresham Smith can purchase to offset their footprint. Now, when done properly, offsetting is all about taking accountability for emissions. It's about recognizing and acknowledging that the carbon footprint of your operations has a cost to society. And by purchasing carbon credits, Gresham Smith is able to own up to that cost. Now, doing so, what's critical here is that Gresham Smith is taking steps to reduce their operational footprint. The goal is to reach a point where offsetting is no longer needed because carbon is no longer emitted. But as Lauren mentioned, this does take time. And in the meantime, Gresham Smith is investing significant resources to ensure that it's making a positive climate difference today.
Great. So I'm glad to hear as we continue to reduce, we can offset through these credits. Could you maybe, I hear carbon credits are not all necessarily equal. Is that correct?
That's correct. There are a number of different kinds of carbon credits across the voluntary carbon market, and they have a very wide discrepancy of quality and risk factors attached to those credits. So that's where Cloverly comes in. We provide a rigorous risk management and quality evaluation framework in order to identify quality indicators that showcase whether a credit is really delivering on the climate and social impact that the credit is stating. So we act as a third-party advisor to support you. And we work together as a team to understand what is it that makes carbon credits really meaningful to Gresham Smith, and help you to not only offset your carbon emissions and achieve that climate impact goal, but do it in a way that was really meaningful for the Gresham Smith team.
And through those discussions, we did make it clear, having projects where we live, work, and play was really what we wanted to make sure is that where all our employees are at, where we're working, that we want to make a difference in those areas. So can you maybe talk through what projects we're utilizing?
Yeah, absolutely. Ultimately, what we strove to do is to create a balanced portfolio of diversified credits that together really met the values of Gresham Smith and aligned with that genuine ingenuity motto. So with that in mind, here's a bit of detail about each of the projects themselves. We started by selecting 2 nature conservation projects. Now, if we take a step back, conserving nature is one of the most critical climate actions we could take. This past year, 21 animal species went extinct in the US alone. That stat alone tells us how important it is that we need to do something today to protect our forests and protect the plants and animal species that are within them. Gresham Smith chose to invest in credits that are delivering critical funding to protect biologically diverse and extremely vulnerable forest land in Ohio and Tennessee. So in fact, those of you who are familiar with Tennessee will recognize Lookout Mountain near Chattanooga as one of our locations. Now, the downside to investing in nature conservation credits is that the carbon impact data can be difficult to measure. It has its limitations. These particular credits use very robust measuring and verification systems to be able to quantify the carbon and social impacts and show that they're supporting biodiversity and healthy ecosystems. But then to balance the carbon quantification limitations that we see in nature-based projects, we also selected 2 refrigerant-based carbon projects that are operating in North Carolina and Ohio. The first project is replacing existing refrigerants in commercial food distribution centers with lower greenhouse gas emitting processes. The second project is reclaiming highly potent greenhouse gases from discarded refrigeration systems and incinerating those greenhouse gases to ensure they never reach the atmosphere. Now, the key to both of these projects is that they could not exist if it weren't for the funding that was provided to make these projects happen. And this is really important for Gresham Smith because it helps give confidence in a carbon neutrality claim because you know that your investment was making a difference and eliminating greenhouse gases that otherwise would have been emitted. Finally, in the portfolio, we focused on long-term carbon removals. These are high-quality credits that remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and store it for hundreds, if not thousands of years. These projects are located all across the US and really align with the ingenuity aspect of Gresham Smith's brand. The first project, Glenris Biochar from Mississippi, involves converting carbon sequester from plant sources into a char-type material that's used to improve soil resilience and enhance crop yields. The process of converting plant waste into biochar ensures that the CO2 is removed for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Now, the final project, Carbon Cure, involves chemically converting waste CO2 into a mineral that is permanently embedded in the concrete. And here's a really fun fact. Gresham Smith used Carbon Cure to reduce embodied carbon in its designs. As an example, thanks to Gresham Smith, Carbon Cure was used throughout the Nashville Yards project and helps to reduce embodied carbon from the concrete in Nashville Yards. So combined, our intention was to not only help Gresham Smith become carbon neutral, but also to do it in a way that represents genuine ingenuity and feels meaningful for all of the members of the Gresham Smith team.
Thank you, Christy. And without a doubt, the portfolio definitely has projects that we feel like all our employees can relate to, and it really means something to all of us. So thank you so much for Cloverleaf's help with this, and we look forward to the continued partnership.
You're welcome.
Lauren, so we're carbon neutral. Are we done? What's next?
Well, first of all, Rodney, we're really excited to have this accomplishment. This is huge. It really positions us as a leader among our peer firms in the A&E industry. So going forward, what we're going to be doing is calculating our carbon footprint on an annual basis, and we're going to be looking for ways to continue to reduce our emissions from our business operations. Ultimately, we're seeking to reduce the amount of emissions we need to offset through carbon credits as we maintain carbon neutrality.
Great. Well, thank you, Lauren. Thank you once again, Christy. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Newell Lawson, Janelle Crosser, and Jeff Cunin for all of their work in this process. It really has been a tremendous team effort. And, this is really something that we can all be part of, even in our day-to-day operations. I would encourage all of us to think, what can we continue to do on a personal level to reduce our firm's carbon emissions? Really, small steps can add up in this situation to a lot. If you are interested in learning more, We'll be creating a page on our portal that has even more details on those projects that we're supporting, as well as tips on how you can help us along this way. So on behalf of the management team, the board of directors, we really are proud to be able to say we are a carbon neutral firm. Thank you.
Trivia time. Welcome back to the stage, William Childress.
Okay, did you answer our first question right? If you knew that Celebration is always held in April to honor the anniversary of the firm's founding, then you were eligible for our first prize drawing. But did you win? Let's find out. Our three winners are Ron Chan from Healthcare, Michael Stevenson from Aviation, and Rachel Carr from Industrial. Congratulations. Here at Gresham Smith, we're always looking for ways to apply our genuine ingenuity into untapped markets. We think we've found our newest one right under our nose. We're proud to announce a new market that pays tribute to our Nashville heritage while combining the best of our transportation and architectural expertise. Everyone welcome our newest market, Pedal Bar Design. If you live in Nashville, you've no doubt seen these mobile bars in a variety of shapes and sizes, and it's past time we make a design impact on one of Nashville's most visible symbols. Don't worry about applying to the market, as we'll draft our thirstiest go-getters to pioneer this new endeavor. You'll recognize PDB employees by their uniform of white boots and glitter cowboy hats. Now it's time to take a look at what you're playing for with question number 2. It's a Yeti camp chair. From the Yeti brand you know and trust comes the Trailhead Camp Chair, a best-in-class seat designed for legendary durability and unparalleled comfort. Be the envy of your friends at the game, the beach, or the campsite with ultra-supportive flex grip fabric, a lightweight foldable crossover frame, and a handy carry bag. You and your chair are going places. I looked up reviews for this thing because $300 is a lot for a tailgate chair, and Reddit calls it stupid comfortable for a chair, which I guess is a good thing. Ready to play? Remember, you need to scan this QR code or type crowd.live/Gresham Smith into your phone's browser, then enter your first and last name. Here's question number 2. Which of the following are one of Gresham Smith's 4 core values? Is it A, commitment, B, persistence, C, dedication, or D, stubbornness? Good luck. I'll see you soon with the names of our second 3 winners.
Here to introduce Gresham Smith's class of 2023 are Temple Cordum and Matthew Martinez. Temple is an interior designer for the aviation market in Tampa, and Matthew is a mechanical engineer for the industrial market in Nashville. Both were proud members of the class of 2022.
Obtaining licensure is a major milestone, both professionally and personally. It requires a tremendous amount of preparation and dedication, often with countless hours of studying and plenty of late nights. As members of the class of 2022, I think Temple and I both really remember that studying.
Each year, we make a point to recognize those in our firm who have taken this important step forward in their careers. Gresham Smith's class of 2023 includes employees who pass exams and earn their licensure in, you guessed it, 2023. Earlier this month, the group gathered in Nashville for a 2-day in-person program to celebrate their achievements and further their professional growth.
During that time, leaders from across the firm gave presentations and guided panel discussions focused on professional growth responsibilities, our quality practice, leadership, innovation, training opportunities, risk management, and more. Of course, during that, there were also plenty of opportunities for members of the class to celebrate their achievements, including morning coffee and a dinner with the management team and other firm leaders in downtown Nashville.
For those of you working diligently to obtain your licensure this year, or for the employees who have already done so, we look forward to recognizing you at our next celebration. Right now, we're excited to announce our class of 2023 to the firm so we can all celebrate their achievements together. Here are the employees who achieved their professional licensure in 2023.
Rachel Autry,
William Childress,
Timothy Kobo.
Kimberly Falk.
Emily Mottsinger.
Juan Silva.
Jose Tavares.
Tyler Thayer.
Vicky Tupico.
Ashton Austin.
Davis Cole.
James Hauber.
Olivia Lennon.
Nick Reddy.
Ryan Renfro.
Wasim Saleh.
Venkata Sathiraju.
Houston Sheffield.
Alex Stanley.
Ian Van Leerup.
Braden Wells.
Jeff Wilson.
Hannah Downs.
Lauren Higdon.
Elham Kashian.
Zach Adriansons.
Now, I know the firm's leaders and all of your teammates are so proud of everything that you've achieved.
Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Now joining us is Chief Development and Engagement Officer Kelly Hodges, along with HR partner and DEIB leader Kim Williams, to announce the recipient of Gresham Smith's very first Inclusion and Belonging in Action Award.
Gresham Smith is committed to fostering a culture where our employees feel valued and connected, where they know that they belong and have the opportunity to thrive. Our commitment to diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging speaks to our culture of caring and our core values. It also reflects our core purpose to create healthy and thriving communities.
It's important that we share the stories of the employees and teams who are living inclusion and belonging every day. That's why we're excited today to announce our new Inclusion and Belonging in Action Award. The inaugural award, the Midtown Atlanta office, is inspiring us in so many ways as they build a culture where all employees feel respected, accepted, and welcome.
So let's hear from some of our employees who are shaping what this group becomes at 83 employees, strong and growing.
The journey to get from inclusion to belonging is just that. It is a journey. But with any journey, there has to be a vision. Jeremy and Jody were true visionaries into helping Midtown become Midtown.
This office was an opportunity to serve an important client well, but it also was an opportunity to bring a new group together to represent Gresham Smith. I think that's where our core values come in. And we really honed in on the respect and the commitment part of it. And so we want to commit to the people who sacrifice their time for our mission. And part of that commitment to them was to create a space that they belonged, no matter where they were from or what they looked like or what their situation was. And we want everyone to belong here. The original group, really laid the foundation of what we wanted the culture to be. And I think after that, we had a kind of another group that came in.
We've made it important to have a sense of belonging for all individuals. And what that means is that individuals don't have to wear the veil that they may hide who they really are in coming to work. And so that means if I am celebrating or honoring Ramadan in a season, I can do that and I can have conversations about that. We celebrate like Ghana Day, and so we hear about the culture
of that country. It may feel like a small thing or activity that we're doing that's 10 minutes out of our day, but it means the world to that individual. And it also creates a sense to other individuals that, hey, I believe that I matter.
So that's one thing that this office consistently does, is continue to find ways not only to include everyone, but also to raise the bar. That's just like today, we have a Shark Tank competition, which allows the opportunity for teams to come together with a single idea and present it in order to benefit an organization.
The new markets that have landed here in Midtown have really just jumped in, and people like Joey Goodall and the SIG Ops group and Sarah Paquette, I mean, everyone kind of comes in and like fits right in and works to continue the culture.
Last year for Black History Month, the MNGRN planned a transportation equity panel where they had participants from our local MARTA Transit Authority. And so what stood out to me as someone who uses MARTA train to get to work is ways that even here at our doorstep in the Midtown office, we can maybe be just a little bit more intentional about getting involved in our community. So I felt encouraged by my relationship that I was building with Jeremy and Tiffany and Kate to share my idea. We just brought a dozen trash bags, trash figures, and walked around picking up stuff on the streets and the bus loop.
We have really good leadership, so that goes a long way. When your leadership, when it's important to them, it kind of trickles down. And so everyone in our office is like, okay, we know like this is definitely one of our purposes. I do actually pay attention to all 80 plus people that's assigned to Midtown. They are, to me, my extended family. Sometimes that's all anybody needs is just an invitation to step through the door. And that's what Midtown Atlanta has done for me. It's opened doors and allowed me to walk in.
Everyone pitches in. Everyone makes this happen. Every interaction, I feel like, well, we're not perfect. We definitely strive that every interaction with each other is one of support, one of transferring a sense of belonging and inclusion and respect. And it would be impossible to make a list of everyone who does that in Midtown. And I'm just really thankful that we have such a great group here that continues to grow, that believes in this, and everyone comes together to make this happen.
When I first started, my wife was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's, and the firm, the Midtown office, stepped up and started supporting what we call the Walk to End Alzheimer's. So this office has meant a lot to me personally. Gresham Smith is doing a wonderful thing which extends, and it's been proven, it's been shown as we continue to grow, that this is a wonderful place to work. Not just to work, but to be a part of the family.
Once again, Gresham Smith, here he comes. It's William Childress.
Okay, did you get the second question right? Hopefully you knew that commitment is one of our 4 core values. If you did, maybe you're one of these 3 lucky winners of a Yeti camp chair. Congratulations to Alex Stanley from Transportation, Emily Vineyard, Corporate Services, and Olivia Lennon, Water and Environment. Congrats to y'all. I'm sure you're all familiar with Build You, Gresham Smith's framework for learning and development opportunities. But you may not be aware that soon, Build You is replacing Build You Campus with a new online platform called the Learning Center. I'm here today to give you a very special sneak peek at a few of the courses you'll be able to register for. Your mother doesn't work here. Loading the dishwasher in your office with a special focus on the confusing dirty and clean signs. Leftover makeover. This is a handy guide on how to take excess food from meetings and whip it into meals your family won't know aren't fresh. It's not delivery, it's lunch and learn leftovers. Thermal comfort and you. We've heard your comments about office temperature and are providing a helpful guide on how to brave a too hot or too cold office. This is just a 15-minute shot of a sweater followed by a 15-minute still of a desk fan. And finally, we've been doing this for 4 years, how to unmute yourself on Teams. This course lasts an hour and you can't fast forward through it. Other topics include general Teams etiquette. If every time I call you it takes 5 minutes to get your home speaker setup working, get new speakers. Again, we've been doing this for 4 years. Also, when we have a call with dozens of people on it, turn your camera off. That's real teacher's pet behavior. Now let's see what you're playing for with question number 3. It's a Casa Brews all-in-one espresso machine with grinder and milk frother. With a stylish and intuitive interface, integrated conical burr grinder, digital temperature control, and 20-bar Italian pressure pump, this beautiful stainless steel machine will look great in any kitchen. Tired of waiting in line behind someone ordering a grande iced caramel macchiato in a venti cup with almond milk and extra shot of espresso caramel drizzle divided between the top and bottom with light ice? Wait no more. The Casa Brews espresso machine delivers a masterpiece of flavor in every sip, right in the comfort of your own home. I never face a deadline without an army's worth of caffeine, and this is a great way to get it. Plus, you kind of feel fancy when you have an espresso, right? Like you feel like you're better than coffee drinkers? Okay, ready to dive in? Here's question number 3. How many official office locations does Gresham Smith currently have? Is it A, 18, B, 26, C, 37, or D, 145? Get those answers in. I'll be back shortly with the names of 3 more winners.
It's time for the presentation of Gresham Smith's new associates, senior associates, and owners. Please welcome back CEO Rodney Chester.
Our board of directors is focused on the strategic direction of our firm, which is a critical part of Gresham Smith's long-term health. An important element of our strategy is the annual selection of associates, senior associates, and owners. Each year, we ask leaders from across the firm to nominate employees whom they feel should receive these distinctions. Our board reviews, discusses, and then votes on the nominees, paying attention to each person's impact in the areas of either technical practice, operational efficiencies, or business development. The board also seeks employees who truly embody our core values and display high quality in their work, and we strive to maintain appropriate representation across all of our markets, disciplines, and departments. The process of identifying new associates, senior associates, and owners is a great opportunity for us to be reminded of the outstanding efforts and contributions of so many of our incredible employees. As in years past, our board was extremely impressed with the level of talent of this year's nominees. We're also excited to have the chance to celebrate with all of them and their guests tonight at a recognition dinner here in Nashville. Let's now meet our new associates, senior associates, and owners.
Here to present Gresham Smith's new associates are Diana Chumak and Maria Sanchez. Diana is a home office employee, serving as an engineer for the water and environment market. And Maria is an interior designer for the healthcare market in our Miami office. They were both elevated to associate at last year's celebration.
Associates represent Gresham Smith employees who are becoming trusted advisors and leaders within the firm, their teams, and their individual fields.
In addition to embodying Gresham Smith's core values of commitment, integrity, respect, and teamwork, they display a high quality in their work, and their dedication to our core purpose is evidenced in all they do.
Definitely. This year's new associates are Gustavo Alfonso,
Lisa Ballard.
Julian Bordelon.
Katie Bowman.
Ben Davis.
Joshua Davis.
Andrew Dial.
Kayla Felice.
Monica Fernandez.
Nathan Gassetto.
Tanner Harris.
Andrew Henry.
Daniel Jackson.
Tony Johnston.
Michael Joyner.
TJ Ju.
Ju Kim.
Jay Lakshmanan.
Jean Liu.
Crystal Molina.
Henry Montague.
Scott Payne.
David Peters.
Scott Polygon.
Sarah Poquette.
Carrie Pucker.
Nicole Ritter.
Angelica Ritter.
Kirsten Roberts.
Ruth Steele.
Jose Tavares.
Davide Tochi.
Anna Claire Vacher.
Jay Wong.
Jade White.
Kayla Wilson.
Brooke Young.
Andrea Zammit. Please join us in celebrating this year's new associates.
Here to present Gresham Smith's new senior associates are Josh Blevins and Lizzie Garrock. Josh is the Tennessee Utility Department leader for the transportation market in Knoxville. And Lizzie is an interior designer for the life and workplaces market in our Nashville office. They were both elevated to senior associate at last year's celebration.
As trusted advisors and leaders within the firm, new senior associates are taking a significant step toward a Gresham Smith ownership stake.
Elevation to this distinction is a sign of an employee's continued commitment to our firm and core values, and an investment in the success of our clients and our communities.
I'm excited to announce that this year's senior associates are Meredith Sibalak,
Ben Coles,
Mario DiPola,
John Eckler,
Christine Eldahabi,
Zoe Fisher,
Brian Fisk,
Amy Harden,
Micah Harder,
Nick Hendricks,
Poppy Hill,
Matt Inkrot,
Varuni Kern,
Aaron Masterson,
Michelle Merrick,
Catherine Noyes,
Travis Saylor,
Matt Smith,
Cameron Traylor,
Rachel Westerfield,
Tracy Worley,
and David Wurst. Congratulations to this year's new senior associates.
Now joining us to present Gresham Smith's new owners are Tanya Spry and Aaron Thorison. Tanya is our Director of Human Resources based in Nashville, and Aaron is the Georgia Planning Leader for the transportation market in our Midtown Atlanta office. They were both named new owners at last year's celebration.
Owners at Gresham Smith have the responsibility of playing active and significant roles that have a positive impact on Gresham Smith's future.
New owners are chosen by our board of directors. They're expected to consistently exhibit outstanding core values and to be true differentiators for the firm. They also have a track record of success at Gresham Smith within their industries and in their communities.
This year, we're honored to introduce you to 8 new owners and share a few highlights of the impact they're making.
Our newest owners are Adam Davidson. As the Tennessee Bridge Department leader, Adam is responsible for operations, staff development, business development, and technical delivery. He fully embraces his role as a servant leader, both internally and with clients. Adam and his team are highly trusted by the Tennessee Department of Transportation, one of our largest clients, to provide bridge design and analysis for Tennessee's most complex structures. Adam has also successfully supported the pursuit of new bridge work in Mississippi and fostered new relationships for potential bridge work in Arkansas, West Virginia, and Missouri. Adam has not only mentored his staff's professional growth and development, but he has significantly grown his team over the last few years, which has allowed them to provide expertise to multiple states throughout the Southeast.
Alex Jackson. Alex is a senior project manager in the industrial market. He currently manages both in-house and external teams for 2 of industrial's mega projects, serving LG Chem and Hyundai. Alex is adept at successfully managing complex client relationships. He has earned a reputation for his ability to skillfully navigate through complex client demands while maintaining positive client connections. Alex leads with a spirit of teamwork, cooperation, respect, and a can-do attitude. He's known for his role in mentoring project managers and assistant project managers, and he's consistently seeking opportunities to improve project delivery, workflow, efficiency, and overall performance.
Doug Spees. Doug is a Senior Vice President and Advisory Services Program Director in our healthcare market. He is responsible for building out this new non-traditional service line across all of the market's 7 studios. It's part of Gresham Smith's overall business strategy to grow our consultancy services practice. Doug's prior experience on the client side has been instrumental in several new project wins for the healthcare market, including 14 advisory services wins in just 18 months, one of which is for the Baycare Manatee Hospital in Florida. Outside of Gresham Smith, Doug is active in the industry. He's served on leadership committees with the American College of Healthcare Architects, the Academy of Architecture for Health, the Facility Guidelines Institute, and the Pittsburgh chapter of the American Institute of Architects.
Charlie Pote. As a vice president in our industrial market, Charlie is leading the growth of our Southfield office in the Detroit area. Charlie's first order of business has been recruiting architects, interior designers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and project managers. Under his leadership, our office has grown from 1 employee to more than 16 over the course of just 1 year. In addition to being a high-performing office, the Southfield employees are also building a strong culture of community engagement. Charlie has formed deep connections with Metro Detroit's business community, as well as area universities, where he's actively engaged with the architecture colleges. Charlie is well known for forming positive relationships with auto manufacturing clients. He's also positioning Gresham Smith in Detroit's food and beverage arena, which is one of the industrial market's strategic initiatives.
Eric Huber. Eric recently took on the role of Gresham Smith's Director of Risk Management. Since joining the firm in 2017, he has continually focused on building relationships across the firm and making risk management more accessible. His effectiveness is rooted in his expansive knowledge of the industry, his open style of communication, and his willingness to learn and educate while working with project managers and project executives to help their projects succeed. Eric is focused on the adoption of a range of tools, including artificial intelligence,
with the goal of improving the efficiency and data transparency of risk management while more effectively promoting lessons learned. Eric serves as a member of ACEC's Risk Management Committee, the ACEC Tennessee's Legal and Governmental Affairs Committee, and the American Bar Association Forum on Construction Law.
Christina Flores. Christina is a key member of the Alabama Transportation Team and of our Transportation Systems Management and Operations Service Line. State leaders, project executives, project managers, and other leaders frequently seek her out to work on their projects and pursuits. As a subject matter expert, Christina serves on the Transportation Markets Project Management Pillar Team, where she's worked to improve both our practice and profitability. She also recently served on the team that was responsible for winning the Kentucky Brent Spence Design Project. This will be the transportation market's largest single project. Christina also devotes her time to helping our staff grow and flourish. She's an active member of our Image and Women's Employee Resource Networks.
Shap Stiles. Shap is the East Tennessee leader for the Transportation Markets Construction, Engineering, and Inspection Team. Under Shap's leadership, the East Tennessee team has built a reputation as a trusted advisor, one that is consistently exceeding our clients' expectations. This has led to a nearly continuous stream of work from the Tennessee Department of Transportation across a variety of project types. Shap's expertise ranges through the entire life cycle of a project, and he uses his experiences to coach and develop team members, especially those who are just starting out their careers. Shap is also passionate about growing the East Tennessee practice, and his group is poised to expand even further this year.
Steve Walker. As an electrical department leader in the industrial market, Steve is leading the growth and development of our rapidly expanding electrical staff across all industrial offices. One of Steve's greatest strengths is his focus on innovation, specifically implementing innovative thought leadership into Gresham Smith and translating innovation into efficient design solutions for our clients and employees. Steve has also focused on continuous improvement and standardizing design processes, which have streamlined delivery on our electrical projects. He is a trusted advisor, both internally and externally, and has played a key role in developing a strong, cohesive team that delivers quality service, all while enjoying the work they do.
Congratulations to all of Gresham Smith's new owners.
Once again, Gresham Smith, here he comes. It's William Childress.
All right, how'd you do on that third trivia question? If you answered that Gresham Smith has 26 official office locations, you might be winning an espresso machine. Our three winners are Jesse Johns, Transportation, Crystal Anderson, Aviation, and Katie Rowe, Transportation. Congratulations. We're entering the home stretch with trivia questions now, and I want to thank y'all for letting me do this and try to make it a little funny. Emphasis on little. If you want to hear what HR wouldn't let me say, just buy me lunch and I'll tell you everything. I hope I filled Chris's role well, and I'd love to do this again next year if y'all want me to, or not. Whatever. Look, let's get to the fourth and final question and prize. It's an Apple Watch. Fast charging, crack-proof, and swim-proof, the Apple Watch boasts a stunning Retina display, cellular connectivity, and countless innovative features. Track your heart rate and customized fitness metrics. Take a call from the trail or check Teams notifications during a water break. The Apple Watch is magic at your fingertips. If you win the Apple Watch, you are now responsible for answering work emails and Teams messages anytime, day or night, as Peter is shown doing as he rushes off to a meeting he's late for. Ready for your chance to win? Here's question number 4. What was Peter using to water his potted seeds in the opening of today's show? Was it A, a water bottle, B, a Gresham Smith coffee mug, C, a garden hose, or D, a teapot? You may have noticed we were hammering the British stereotypes pretty hard, so I hope you were paying attention. All right, Rodney's going to bring us home with trivia by announcing our final 3 winners at the end of the show, which means it's time for me to sign off. That's it for me. Thanks to the management team for letting me do this, and to all the corporate comms people and everyone who helped make Celebration happen. Shout out to Atlanta Midtown and to Life and Workplaces.
It's time for more Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight. Here to reveal the collection of projects representing our 3 pillars are Director of Architectural Design, Jeff Coonan, Director of Project Delivery Excellence, John Wharton, and Director of Innovation, Mike Sewell.
John, Jeff, and I are honored to be here today representing Gresham Smith's 3 pillars. These pillars, as I'm sure you know, provide direction and resources across markets, disciplines, and offices specific to architectural design, project delivery excellence, and innovation. Areas that benefit from a singular hub of leadership focused on continual growth and improvement. The 3 of us have been excited to have the chance to unveil the outstanding projects representing each of our pillars in the Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight collection.
When the firm-wide call for Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight nominations was issued, nominators also had the option of answering questions specific to one or more of the 3 pillars in order to nominate their project or program in a pillar category. Just like the market nominations, projects nominated for pillar recognition were evaluated by a small core team identified by each director, and those groups ultimately chose one project or program to represent their pillar in the Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight collection.
It was inspiring for us to see the incredible work you've been doing to push the envelope in the areas of architectural design, innovation, and project delivery excellence. I know Jeff enjoyed hearing about the ways architectural teams are raising the bar with thoughtful, forward-thinking design, and Mike was excited to learn how project teams are innovating in creative, sometimes unexpected ways. And it certainly made me feel good to read about teams across the firm who are closely following the QMS process. So without further ado, let's take a look at the stories our Genuine Ingenuity Spotlight pillar projects.
Nashville Yards, Nashville, Tennessee. Since 2015, Gresham Smith has played a pivotal role in the design, development, and delivery of Nashville Yards. From facilitating a record-breaking land sale to guiding the development of this 19.2-acre urban mixed-use development along the western edge of Nashville's central business district, the Nashville Yards team has been integral at every stage, working closely with developer Southwest Value Partners. The team established a governing master plan and vision for the future development, remaining actively engaged in its phased delivery across multiple clients, service lines, and areas of expertise. Numerous team members have contributed to this multifaceted effort, one of the most complex projects ever undertaken in Music City. The success of Nashville Yards is rooted in a culture of collaboration, with multidisciplinary teams combining their expertise to address complex challenges and deliver holistic design solutions. In the face of demanding timelines, the project teams have consistently fostered close relationships with contractors, construction managers, and subcontractors, emphasizing transparency and problem solving to keep this high-profile project on track. The project sets a new standard for excellence in architecture, interior design, and engineering, driven by meticulous planning, innovative design, and impeccable execution. Redefining the city's western skyline, Towers 1 and 2 at Nashville Yards provide 1,100,000 square feet of Class A office space, tailored for a prominent global technology firm. Tower 1 embodies a true collaborative effort across the firm's architecture, interior design, and experiential design and wayfinding teams that welcomes this Fortune 500 company to Nashville. Beyond the towers, the project creates a new active public realm connected to the elevated Church Street artery into downtown Nashville through the construction of a bridge for both vehicles and pedestrians. By creatively reimagining Nashville's urban core, the project provides the community with access to amenities and services in the form of a walkable, safe, and vibrant urban environment, transforming a site that was previously underused. At its heart, Nashville Yards represents a success story of revitalization, showcasing the dedication, collaboration, and innovation that define the firm's architectural design pillar's continuous quest for excellence. Legacy Business Park, Lexington, Kentucky. Legacy Business Park is a well-located 200-acre site in Lexington, Kentucky, the largest consecutive lot within the urban service boundary. The site presents the city of Lexington with a unique opportunity to invest in future job growth. Gresham Smith led a multidisciplinary, multi-market team in the development of a thoughtful master plan that is the foundation for the infrastructural build-out of the site to attract new and innovative jobs to Lexington. During the master planning phase, the team recognized the opportunity to rethink the way the city developed the site by intertwining economic expansion with shared community amenities and ecological preservation. The project leverages environmental systems to create community assets, including a multimodal trail system and a regional approach to stormwater and green infrastructure. By engaging Lexington Fayette Urban County Government, the Lexington Industrial Authority Board, and the local community, the team devised innovative strategies to utilize the site's inherent assets. The team emphasized communication and collaboration, from bi-weekly coordination calls to keep the project on track, to sub-consultant project planning workshops, fostering a spirit of collaboration across the markets and disciplines. Throughout the project, the team worked closely with the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government, offering expertise and guidance through a multifaceted process that was unfamiliar to the client. By combining technical expertise with visionary planning, the team successfully navigated regulatory hurdles, delivered detailed technical drawings, and addressed even the most complex permitting challenges. Early adoption of a project pull plan workshop allowed the team to identify the intricate interrelationships among the various disciplines, laying the groundwork for superior project delivery down the line. Through meticulous organization and collaboration, harnessing resources under the Project Delivery Excellence pillar, the team maintained effective communication, facilitating coordination among 5 consultants and 4 markets, helping establish quality control schedules, and managing changes in real time through a project change log to address evolving needs. A thoughtful work breakdown structure empowered the team to effectively plan staff, keeping the multifaceted project on track and on budget. Surpassing client expectations, Legacy Business Park stands as a testament of project delivery excellence, delivering on its promise as a transformative community asset. GDOT Traffic Signal Operations and Maintenance Support, Metro Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia Department of Transportation's Traffic Signal Operations Program, also known as SIGOPS, leverages the latest technology to proactively manage traffic signal performance. Gresham Smith is responsible for optimizing and managing the SIGOPS program for the Western metropolitan area of Atlanta on behalf of GDOT, overseeing more than 1,700 traffic signals and covering 900 square miles. As part of the program, Gresham Smith serves as GDOT's management team, playing a pivotal role in actively monitoring arterial roadways, resolving signal operations issues in the field, and coordinating with the construction of new infrastructure. Since the program's inception, Gresham Smith's team of traffic engineers, technicians, program managers, and construction representatives has significantly enhanced the operational efficiency of more than 10 critical access roads within their service areas. Central to Gresham Smith's success is the strong partnership forged with GDOT. Serving as an extension of GDOT's staff, the Gresham Smith team maintains strong connectivity with the local community and actively coordinates with municipalities to enhance the operational functions of their traffic signals. They also engage with more than 20 local agencies, maintaining project updates, accomplishing the tasks established by GDOT, and serving as a vital community resource. What sets the team apart is their unique ability to implement complex timing plans that are changing the way traffic is managed in critical conditions. Drawing from early research from traffic engineering studies, the team has designed an innovative solution that's poised to significantly impact traffic navigation in the area. With GDOT's final approval, the concept is now being put into action on US 78 at Sweetwater Road in Douglas County, Georgia, showcasing the team's enduring contributions as a partner under this 5-year contract. The team is also consolidating GDOT's wealth of data from multiple sources, including their automated traffic signal performance measures platform. By crafting tailored dashboards, GDOT's clients and stakeholders are empowered to monitor program metrics and goals, track signal failures, oversee construction activities, and facilitate direct coordination. Whether it's embracing new strategies, delivering complex timing plans, or leveraging data-driven solutions, Gresham Smith's innovative approach to traffic signal operations and maintenance support is reshaping how GDOT supports arterial management. Now joining us is Chief Operating Officer Peter Oram and Chief Financial Officer Dwayne West to announce the winner of our inaugural Corporate Services Star Award.
Though we're nearing the end of the show, we've made time for one more exciting addition, a brand new award centered on the talents of some of our firm's unsung heroes, Corporate Services. Made up of accounting, corporate communications, human resources, information technology, marketing, and risk management, our Corporate Services group encompasses individuals with a broad range of skill sets, expertise, and interest. Often operating behind the scenes, these teams ensure that Gresham Smith operates as a well-oiled machine, and their impact is felt by all of our employees, as well as our clients and our communities.
We established the Corporate Services Star Award to highlight a particularly outstanding achievement by a person or team in corporate services. And I'm proud to announce that the very first winner is Joan Hamrick and the Grand Prix Pit Crew. So when the Music City Grand Prix took place in our Nashville office's backyard, Joan, who serves as Gresham Smith's Client Experience Specialist, seized the opportunity to showcase our firm's genuine hospitality in an ingenious way. With the support and dedication of her pit crew, Joan brought to life a truly one-of-a-kind client event with unprecedented success. So let's take a look at her story from start to finish line.
The idea came about when we found out that the Music City Grand Prix was going to be just outside of our windows. Can we do this? Can we have an event overlooking the Music City Grand Prix without being at the Grand Prix? We decided that we didn't need a box, we didn't need a tent, we didn't need a suite. We had the perfect sky suite of our office because we overlooked the race and we overlooked the main straightaway, we overlooked one of the great curves. So then it became, okay, how are we going to host this event in our office and what did that look like? We brought in furniture, we had a kids zone, we had race simulator, Mario Kart cars, and we also had a live stream of the race here. What we are also trying to accomplish is that our markets have success at the event. It may not be success that day, but it may be success down the road.
We used the Grand Prix event to reach out to some existing clients and some clients that we were trying to build relationships with, and invited them to this event, invited their families to this event to try and get to know them a little bit better, show them a little bit about our culture. We weren't just inviting them as the client, the people that we deal with every day for work, but that we were actually involving their families, their spouses, and their children to come and enjoy this event. We've had a lot of success with new clients and growth with existing clients from the Grand Prix event.
When I heard we got projects awarded basically that day, and then within 3 weeks after that, we had a list of projects that had been awarded, I was just so excited about that. It was a time where we weren't talking about deadlines or invoicing or change orders, but you were talking about their families, their spouses, what they like to do outside of work, spending time to cultivate and build that relationship with the client.
When our clients came in the door, they were well greeted. The ultimate goal is for them to come in and relax and enjoy themselves and make sure that they're connected with the person that had invited them. Joan made sure to have small events that were going to happen within our office. So if there were a rain delay or an accident, we still had things to do. Our clients still enjoyed themselves while they were here. We had a little bistro come in. We also had a photo booth for our clients.
The pit crew, man, just amazing group who for some reason bought into this event and thought it would be fun and enjoyable and they could contribute. They bought into helping with the event, helped creating the event. They brought their creativity, their commitment, and their time. We could not have hosted this event without the pit crew.
Our pit crew was a big culmination of several different markets within the firm. I would say corporate services had a lot to do with it. So we're looking at corporate communications, HR, IT, marketing, but also the horizontal and vertical markets. Our pit crew was an exceptional group. I love being a part of the pit crew. I've done it for several years. I'm also a planner. So being part of the pit crew meant making Joan's vision come to life. Grand Prix was such a large event, and we're looking at 400 and 500 guests. But our corporate services really can be an integral part of any client experience, whether it's a group of 400 or a group of 4.
Corporate services, quite frankly, Joan and the team within corporate services have done fantastic work, not just with the Grand Prix event, but every event that we've done. At Gresham Smith, we always preach about how we're building relationships. We're not just, just here to do the work. And I think events like this just solidify that with our clients.
Back to wrap up our 2024 celebration program is CEO Rodney Chester.
All right, Celebration 2024 is almost a wrap. But I know you're all wanting to hear our final trivia winners. If you remember that Peter was watering the flower seeds in our opening segment with a teapot, very British thing, then you were eligible to win a brand new Apple Watch. So since William has passed the baton to me, I have the honor of announcing these last winners. Drum roll, please. The winners are Joey Goodall in land planning, Lansing Dodd in healthcare, and Rachel Westerfield in transportation. Congratulations to all of those. At the top of the show, I mentioned also that we'd show some of the photos you've submitted of your watch parties. So let's take just a really quick look at some of the fun you've been having around the firm. I know you've all been enjoying popcorn and beverages during the show, so I do encourage you, if you're able, please do recycle those boxes and cups so we can reduce the footprint of this event as much as possible. And in that spirit, don't forget to take home your celebration swag. Those items are chosen with sustainability in mind as well. Your reusable tote bag can replace countless plastic grocery bags, and your sunflower seeds are a favorite of pollinators. The sunflower variety was chosen small enough to grow in either a garden or a container, so we hope you'll go home, plant those, and keep your eyes peeled this summer for a way to share photos of what you've grown with your coworkers across the firm. I hope you're gearing up for a lot of fun at your after party. We sure are here, whether they're starting right now or happening in a week or two. I hope you've had a blast during today's show. We'll be sending out a link to a survey next week. So be sure to let us know what you loved, as well as what changes you hope we'd see next year. And last but certainly not least, I want to give a very special shout out to Philip Galbraith, Katie Primo, and the rest of the corporate communications team for their hard work in putting together this great broadcast and our always memorable celebration event. Each year it just keeps getting better and better, and we appreciate those efforts. On that note, come on up everybody. On behalf of the management team and our board of directors, we celebrate you. Cheers. Cheers to anyone in the audience that has a glass. Thank you.
everything that you thought you knew. I do things better, you know I do. The rhythm I have can't escape it. Baby, don't fight it, embrace it. De la cabeza a los pies, el ritmo te mueve otra vez. Suena el tambor, así es mejor. Deja esa timidez. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me 'cause I move it. that you thought you knew. I do things better, you know I do. The rhythm I have can't escape it. Baby, don't fight it, embrace it. De la cabeza a los pies, el ritmo te mueve otra vez. Suena el tambor, así es mejor. Deja esa timidez. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come full swing. I just need you to do one thing. Muévelo. Move it. It's like a work of art. They call me Morena Victoria, and they're feeling the euphoria. Y el ritmo sigue subiendo. Ya tú sabes lo que estoy haciendo. Sigue la fiesta, sigue el tempo, y yo te doy lo que sigues pidiendo. Don't fight it, just do it. You like me cause I move it. Everything you want gonna come full swing. I just need you to do one thing. Muévelo.
Je bent God aan mijn best life, yeah. Je bent God aan mijn best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. Je bent God aan mijn best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, no. I just want you. Something you and me, oh. But what's on my best life, yeah. You both what's on my best life, yeah. You both what's on my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. You both what's on my best life, yeah. Jumping, flexing, no. I just want you to know. Something you and me, oh. But what's on my best life, yeah. But what's on my best life, yeah. But what's on my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. But what's on my best life, yeah. But what's on my best life, yeah. But what's on my best life, yeah. Something you and me, oh. But what's on my best life, yeah.